sat across that little cafe, watching strangers pass the rain. You smiled like there was something there. You never found the words to say. I laughed to hide what I believed, that you'd somehow already seen. The truth was resting in our eyes, while silence filled the space between. We kept waiting for the perfect time, but perfect moments never stop to wait. The things we never said still echo in my mind. Every almost I love you was left behind. The things we never said became the loudest part. Sometimes silence breaks a stronger heart. Coffee slowly turned to cold. The evening wrapped us both in gold. We talked about 1,000 things, except the one that mattered most. The streetlights painted amber lines as midnight quietly arrived. We walked away with quiet smiles and unfinished lives. No one knew that goodbye would last this long. The things we never said still echo in my mind. Every almost I love you was left behind. The things we never said became the loudest part. Sometimes silence breaks a stronger heart. If I could meet that younger me, I'd tell him not to be afraid. Love isn't lost by speaking honestly. It's lost by waiting too late. The things we never said will always be a part of me. Not because I still regret, but because they taught me to never hide my heart again. Some words arrive too late. Your number's still inside my phone, though I know you've long moved on. My fingers stopped above your name like it had a heart of its own. Outside the city's dressed in rain, headlights blur across the glass. I wonder if you're somewhere too, thinking about the past. I don't need to hear your voice to know I still remember. I almost called you just to hear you say hello, just to know if your laughter sounds the same. I almost called you, but some doors are better closed. Love doesn't always need another goodbye. then erased it all. Some feelings don't disappear, they simply learn to whisper. The cafe where we used to meet still leaves one chair by the window. Funny how the smallest things can make a whole heart stop. Maybe missing you isn't the same as wanting you back. I almost called you just to hear you say hello, just to know if your laughter sounds the same. I almost called you, but some doors are better closed. Love doesn't always need another goodbye. Some stories end in silence, not because they meant less, but because they meant too much to begin again. I almost called you, then I quietly smiled, because loving you was never my mistake. I almost called you, but tonight I'll let you go and thank the life that once let our hearts meet. Your name still lights my screen, but not my future. I still remember how you'd smile before you'd speak your mind, like every word was carefully searching for the perfect time. Now the silence knows your place, it lingers in this empty room. Sometimes I still answer questions you never got to ask. If time could stop for just one night, I'd trade tomorrow for one more chance. One more conversation, one more cup of coffee, one more ordinary evening before life changed forever. One more conversation, that's all I'd ever need, not to change the ending, just to hear your voice again. I passed the places that we knew, the bookstore on the corner, the little bench beside the park, still waiting in the rain. Funny how the smallest things can carry all the weight. A single street can hold a life that never came again. Maybe goodbye isn't one last word, maybe it's everything left unsaid. One more conversation, one more cup of coffee, one more ordinary evening before life changed forever. One more conversation, that's all I'd ever need, not to change the ending, just to hear your voice again. I don't dream of changing fate or asking you to stay. I'd simply tell you thank you for every ordinary last quiet night, I'd leave with nothing except a peaceful heart. One more conversation, then I'd let you go, knowing love was never measured by how long we had. One more conversation would have been enough. The bell still rings above the door, just like every time before. The corner table by the glass still waits for us somehow. The waitress smiles and asks my name, then quietly looks away. She used to bring 2 cups of coffee, now she brings 1. Funny how the smallest things can bring a lifetime back. Coffee after goodbye doesn't taste the same. Every sip remembers how you said my name. Coffee after goodbye, growing cold with time. Some memories stay warm, even when the coffee doesn't. Your favorite song begins to play softly through the speakers. For a moment I forget that I'm sitting here alone. Outside, strangers pass the rain, holding hands without a care. I smile, because once upon a time, that was us. Love leaves quietly, but memories know every address. Coffee after goodbye doesn't taste the same. Every sip remembers how you said my name. Coffee after goodbye, growing cold with time. Some memories stay warm, even when the coffee doesn't. Today I leave without looking back, not because I've forgotten, but because this place gave me everything it had to give. Coffee after goodbye still warms my soul, not because you're waiting here, but because you once were. Coffee after goodbye, I'll raise this cup for you, to the love we lived and the people we've become. One last sip, thank you. You spoke in quiet half smiles, I answered with a nervous laugh. We filled the air with little things while the big ones stayed behind. The evening settled on the glass streetlights, flickered one by one. Somewhere in that fading light, we almost became us. Silence can be beautiful until it hides the truth. It's the space between words that keeps me awake tonight. Every sentence left unfinished still echoes in my mind. It's the space between words where our story learned to hide. Love was always there, we just never gave it a voice. I still remember how you'd pause, like your heart was choosing courage. I wish I'd known that waiting could become a goodbye. The wind still moves the autumn leaves just the way it did back then. Funny how the world moves on while one moment never ends. If I could return, I'd change only one thing, I'd speak. It's the space between words that keeps me awake tonight. Every sentence left unfinished still echoes in my mind. It's the space between words where our story learned to hide. Love was always there, we just never gave it a voice. Maybe love doesn't disappear because we stop caring. Maybe it disappears because we stop speaking. It's the space between words that taught me who I am. Never wait for perfect moments, they rarely come again. It's the space between words I'll carry all my life, not as a regret, but as a reason to always tell the truth. Some silences last forever. We thought forever came so easy, like summer never had an end. We made our plans upon the rooftops, certain life would always bend. You wore hope like it was sunlight, I wore silence like a shield. Neither one of us could see how fragile dreams could feel. It wasn't love that slipped away, it was time we didn't understand. We were too young to know what love required, too proud to say I'm scared, too quiet to stay inspired. We were too young to see beyond the fight. Sometimes growing up means learning what was right. Still past that old apartment where we counted city lights, dreaming of a life together on ordinary nights. Looking back, I finally noticed choose kindness before being right. We were too young, but I don't blame our hearts, because every beautiful mistake helped shape who we are. We were too young, and maybe that's okay. Some people become our future, even when they couldn't stay. We were too young, but we loved the best we knew how. If I could borrow one more sunrise, I'd spend it making coffee slow, watching morning find your smile like it used to long ago. No grand speeches, no last goodbye, just another ordinary day that we'd never know was our last. Funny how the smallest moments become the ones we miss the most. If only for a day I'd choose the ordinary, your hand in mine, walking home like we had all the time. If only for a day I wouldn't change a thing, I'd simply stay a little longer inside the life we lived. We drive that old familiar highway, windows down, your favorite song. You'd laugh before the chorus came, and I'd still sing it wrong. We'd stop for coffee by the river, feed the birds with pieces of bread, never knowing every second would become a memory instead. Forever was hidden inside one simple day. If only for a day I'd choose the ordinary, because the ordinary was always extraordinary with you. If only for a day I'd thank you while I could for every quiet moment that made my life feel good. Maybe heaven isn't asking for more time. Maybe it's finally understanding how beautiful the little things were. If only for a day I'd never look ahead, I'd memorize your laughter instead. If only for a day I'd leave without regret, because love was never measured by how long we had, but by how deeply we lived. One ordinary day would be enough. I wasn't looking for your name, you simply found me yesterday, buried underneath new conversations from another life. I smiled at all the little jokes, the ones that made no sense at all. Funny how they still can make me laugh after all this time. It's strange how a few old words can open an entire year. I read our old messages like pages from a book, not to bring you back, just to remember who we were. I read our old messages, and somewhere between the lines I finally forgave the younger you, the younger me. There was a picture of the rain. You said, this weather feels like us. Back then I didn't understand, now I finally do. The promises we used to make were written with honest hearts. We didn't lie, we simply didn't know where life would lead. Some conversations end, but love can still be true. I read our old messages like pages from a book. Every good morning still sounds like home. I read our old messages and quietly closed the screen. Some memories are meant to warm us, not to hold us back. Maybe growing older means learning that not every beautiful story needs another chapter. I read our old messages one final time tonight, then placed my phone beside the bed and finally slept at peace. Good night, old friend. Good night, old friend. The band was playing softly in the corner of the room. You reached for your coffee, I almost reached for you. The lights were low like autumn, the night felt warm and slow. There was a moment in your eyes I should have never let go. We kept waiting for a better time, while the music kept moving on. The song we never danced to still plays inside my mind, a melody suspended somewhere between your heart and mine. The song we never danced to, never had its chance. Funny how a lifetime can disappear inside one missed dance. Now every time I hear it, I stop for just a while. The room is filled with strangers, but I still see your smile. Someone else is dancing without a single fear. I wonder if we looked like that before we disappeared. 'cause they never had an ending. The song we never danced to still follows me around. Every note reminds me of the silence we allow. The song we never danced to still lives inside the air, not because we lost each other, but because we never dared. If life ever gives us one impossible night, don't say anything, just take my hand before the music fades. The song we never danced to will always be our own, not because we danced together, but because we always wanted to. The music stopped, but somehow it never ended. I saw your face in someone else for just a second yesterday, long enough to stop my heart before the moment slipped away. I didn't call, I didn't chase. Some memories deserve their peace, but for a while the world stood still, like time remembered me. Maybe fate didn't close the door. Maybe it simply chose another road. Maybe in another life we'd still be side by side, growing old beneath the same blue sky, watching all the years go by. Maybe in another life we'd never learn goodbye, but if this life was all we had, I'm thankful you were mine. Sometimes I wonder where you are, if someone makes you laugh out loud, if your dreams finally found a home the way we talked about. I don't ask the stars for signs or wish upon the moon. Love becomes much quieter when it finally tells the truth. Not every love is meant to last. Some are meant to change us forever. Maybe in another life we'd still be side by side, growing old beneath the same blue sky, watching all the years go by. Maybe in another life we'd never learn goodbye, but if this life was all we had, I'm thankful you were mine. If our paths never cross again, promise me when you hear our favorite song, smile, that's enough. Maybe in another life we'll meet without goodbye. Until then I'll carry every beautiful memory like a Maybe that's what love is. I used to count the things we lost, the plans we never saw come true. But somewhere on this quiet road, I started counting you. The way you laughed on rainy days, the way you'd steal my oversized sweater. I thought those were ordinary moments. Now I know they were everything. Some people stay for a lifetime. Some stay just long enough to change one. Thank you for loving me, even if it couldn't last. You gave this heart a reason to believe that love was real. Thank you for never does. The cafe's changed its furniture, the bookstore closed last spring. Life keeps writing newer chapters on familiar streets, and somehow that no longer hurts, because every place we love still carries something beautiful. Not sadness, gratitude. Maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's remembering without breaking. Thank you for loving me, even if it couldn't last. Some stories aren't forever, they're forever meaningful. Thank you for loving me, for making who I am. If love shaped this heart, then every goodbye had a reason. If someone asks why I still smile when your name appears, I'll simply say I was lucky. Thank you for loving me, that's all that's left to say. No anger, no regret, only gratitude. Thank you for loving me, wherever life has gone. The best part of our story is that it happened. Thank you for everything. This morning felt a little lighter. The sky was clear after the rain. I caught myself smiling before I knew your name had crossed my mind. Maybe healing isn't waking up without memories. Maybe it's waking up without being afraid of them. The road goes on, so do we, not together but beautifully. Until our stories meet again, I wish you peaceful days. May every dream you carry find its way. Until our stories meet again, if our paths never cross, no part of my heart will always be thankful that yours once found it. cafe closed much earlier tonight. Someone else sat by our window. Life has a gentle way of reminding us nothing stays the same. And maybe that's what makes every moment worth remembering. Some people become memories, some memories become home. Until our stories meet again, I'll carry no regret, only quiet gratitude for everything we shared. Until our stories meet again, if the wind speaks my name, I hope it finds you smiling just the same. One day we'll both become stories someone else remembers. I hope ours is remembered with warmth, not sadness. Until our stories meet again, wherever life may lead. Thank you for every chapter, even the ones we never finished. Until our stories meet again, this isn't the end, it's simply the last page we shared together. Take care wherever you are. This morning felt a little different. The window let the sunlight in. I made 2 cups without thinking, then smiled and poured one back again. Some habits take a little longer, some memories never leave, but they no longer feel like anchors. They've become the air I breathe. Every goodbye left a mark, every mark became a map, leading me to who I am. We're not just made by the dreams that came true, we're made by the people who walked us through. Every hello, every goodbye lives on in the people we become. The cafe changed its old red chairs, the bookstore turned into a flower shop. Life kept quietly rearranging everything except gratitude. Sometimes I still hear your laughter, carried softly by the rain. Not because you're coming back, but because love echoes that way. Nothing beautiful is ever wasted, it simply changes its shape. We're not just made by the dreams that came true, we're made by the people who walked us through. Every hello, every goodbye lives on in the people we become. If someone someday loves me the way you did, I hope they find a kinder man, because you were here. We're not just made by the roads we choose, we're made by every heart that leaves a little light. Every part of us. Part of us. We sat across that little cafe, watching strangers pass the rain. You smiled like there was something there. You never found the words to say. I laughed to hide what I believed, that you'd somehow already seen. The truth was resting in our eyes, while silence filled the space between. We kept waiting for the perfect time, but perfect moments never stop to wait. The things we never said still echo in my mind. Every almost I love you was left behind. The things we never said became the loudest part. Sometimes silence breaks a stronger heart. Coffee slowly turned to cold. The evening wrapped us both in gold. We talked about 1,000 things, except the one that mattered most. The streetlights painted amber lines as midnight quietly arrived. We walked away with quiet smiles and unfinished lives. No one knew that goodbye would last this long. The things we never said still echo in my mind. Every almost I love you was left behind. The things we never said became the loudest part. Sometimes silence breaks a stronger heart. If I could meet that younger me, I'd tell him not to be afraid. Love isn't lost by speaking honestly. It's lost by waiting too late. The things we never said will always be a part of me. Not because I still regret, but because they taught me to never hide my heart again. Some words arrive too late. Your number's still inside my phone, though I know you've long moved on. My fingers stopped above your name like it had a heart of its own. Outside the city's dressed in rain, headlights blur across the glass. I wonder if you're somewhere too, thinking about the past. I don't need to hear your voice to know I still remember. almost called you just to hear you say hello, just to know if your laughter sounds the same. I almost called you, but some doors are better closed. Love doesn't always need another goodbye. Birthday passed a week ago. I wrote a message, then erased it all. Some feelings don't disappear, they simply learn to whisper. The cafe where we used to meet still leaves one chair by the window. Funny how the smallest things can make a whole heart stop. Maybe missing you isn't the same as wanting you back. I almost called you just to hear you say hello, just to know if your laughter sounds the same. I almost called you, but some doors are better closed. Love doesn't always need another goodbye. Some stories end in silence, not because they meant less, but because they meant too much to begin again. I almost called you, then I quietly smiled, because loving you was never my mistake. I almost called you, but tonight I'll let you go and thank the life that once led our hearts meet. Your name still lights my screen, but not my future. I still remember how you'd smile before you'd speak your mind, like every word was carefully searching for the perfect time. Now the silence knows your place, it lingers in this empty room. Sometimes I still answer questions you never got to ask. If time could stop for just one night, I'd trade tomorrow for one more chance, one more conversation, one more cup of coffee, one more ordinary evening before life changed forever. One more conversation, that's all I'd ever need, not to change the ending, just to hear your voice again. I passed the places that we knew, the bookstore on the corner, the little bench beside the park, still waiting in the rain. Funny how the smallest things can carry all the weight. A single street can hold a life that never came again. Maybe goodbye isn't one last word. Maybe it's everything left unsaid. place again. I don't dream of changing fate or asking you to stay. I'd simply tell you thank you for every ordinary day. One more conversation, one last quiet night. I'd leave with nothing except a peaceful heart. One more conversation, then I'd let you go, knowing love was never measured by how long we had. One more conversation would have been enough. The bell still rings above the door, just like every time before. The corner table by the glass still waits for us somehow. The waitress smiles and asks my name, then quietly looks away. She used to bring 2 cups of coffee, now she brings 1. Funny how the smallest things can bring a lifetime back. Coffee after goodbye doesn't taste the same. Every sip remembers how you said my name. Coffee after goodbye, growing cold with time. Some memories stay warm, even when the coffee doesn't. Your favorite song begins to play softly through the speakers. For a moment I forget that I'm sitting here alone. Outside, strangers pass the rain, holding hands without a care. I smile because once upon a time that was us. Love leaves quietly, but memories know every address. Coffee after goodbye doesn't taste the same. Every sip remembers how you said my name. Coffee after goodbye, growing cold with time. Some memories stay warm, even when the coffee doesn't. Today I leave without looking back, not because I've forgotten, but because this place gave me everything it had to give. Coffee after goodbye still warms my soul, not because you're waiting here, but because you once were. Coffee after goodbye, I'll raise this cup for you, to the love we lived and the people we've become.